All right, in today's lesson, you're going to be working with something that you probably heard of and maybe used called spell checker. Spell checker is used by a lot of people, but not always used correctly. So we're going to make sure that you know how to use spell checker correctly because it is a useful tool. It's not perfect. It doesn't take the place of proofreading a document, but it does help you. All right, first of all, let's review the download of the file because some of you are still having trouble with downloading. Just remember that downloading is all you're doing is you're getting a copy of the file off of the website and you're putting it on your computer. You've got to know where you put it though. And the other thing is only download at one time. All right, and when you actually do this, the video will be in place. So you're going to click download. Remember that when this comes up, don't just click save. Go ahead and find your username and then find the Huebner folder and make sure it gets saved there. If you'll do that every time, you'll have a lot less headaches. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save that. All right, remember it's going to appear down here on the left, so go ahead and click to open it up. And of course, up here, enable editing. All right, spell checker, in case you don't know, is really just a giant dictionary that comes with Microsoft Word. And the computer looks at every word that's been typed in the document, and when it finds a word that is not in the dictionary, it's going to signal that it could possibly be spelled wrong. It doesn't mean that it is always, but it might be spelled wrong. And that's where you, the user, have to make the right decisions. You'll notice that in this document you see a lot of red underlines, and that is spell checker saying that there's a chance this word is misspelled. All right, now here's how I want you to actually run the spell checker program. From your menu bar, we've got these little tabs. Home is where you probably are right now, but if you'll come all the way over and there's a tab called Review, go ahead and click that. And then go ahead and click ABC, Spelling and Grammar. All right, now, the first word that comes up is a person's name. Now, I have an unusual name, and some of you might too, that may not be in the spell checker dictionary. We're not all Smith, Jones, Johnson. So there's a chance that our last name may not be in there, and Word spell checker may think it's spelled wrong. Well, we know how to spell our name. So if you come across a name like this, this happens to be Ramon Gronkowski. And if you know that that is spelled correctly, what you can do is you can click Add to Dictionary. And that way, the next time that name comes up, it's not going to, spell checker is going to leave it alone. So we're going to go ahead and add Gronkowski. Let's just assume it's spelled right. We'll add it. Now, here is where we start to get into all of the words that are possibly spelled wrong. For one, we see that 100 is wrong, and it's going to give us a suggestion. Okay, so we're going to click change, and it'll change it. Scheduled. Okay, that's the right suggestion. Now, here's one that's given us two suggestions. So we got to use our language arts skills here. Do you plan to, not earns, but earn? So we're going to make sure that we're going to click change. Attend has too many T's in it. Change. See the suggestions down here? Make sure you check and make sure you're choosing the correct suggestion. Sometimes there's only one suggestion, but you may see 2, 3, or 4 at times. You've got to make the right choice. 19, change. All right, here's an example. Let's read the sentence so we can get the right one. It says, of those 41, only 19 will actually should be the correct choice. Okay. Okay, major, change. Want, change. Should be pipe, change. consider is how much. So that's going to change. This one is doing grammar checker. We're not going to worry about grammar checker right now. That's the green one. So we're just going to go ahead and ignore rule for that one. Right now I want you to just focus on spelling. Insurance, change. Okay, now this is one we need to check. This is no joke. So the first one is the correct one. All right, with gas prices reaching all time, this is in blue, so we're going to go ahead and ignore that one. And this is another green one. Let's go ahead and ignore that. Okay, realistic, change, gladly, okay, change, payments, change, okay, that should be instead, change, do you have a, not a jube, but a job, change, math, change. All right, here's another grammar. And we're not going to worry about the grammar right now. I just want you to focus on spell checking. So we'll ignore that one for right now. Importantly, change, will have, change, expenses, change, experience, change, business, change, at least, change, banana, change, that should be school. Okay, life is much more. The second one would be the correct one. M-O-R-E, some, change, finally, and then it says it's complete. Okay, so now when we look at it, we're not going to see any red in there anymore. So we've taken care of all our spelling mistakes. After you've done that, remember we've made some changes to it. So when we X out, it's gonna check with us. It's going to say, do you want to save changes you made to the document spell checker? And we're going to click save. Okay. All right, now it's time to submit. As long as we know where we saved it, we're good. But that's why it's so important to know where you saved it. Choose file. All right, and we're going to go, remember, back to where you stored it. You're going to go back to your username, go back to the Huebner folder, find the file called spell checker. And when you see the file name right here next to the choose file, we're only sending one file for this one. We know we're good. Submit assignment. And we get our turned in time and date. So we're good to go. And that's pretty much it. So go ahead and do this assignment. It shouldn't take you too long. And that'll be it. Okay, bye.